What's going on, guys? Geneva and I'm back at you again today. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. On today's video, I'm going to show you how a broken plastic tab like this, plastic weld it so that we can fix it and have it hold up just like this. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing and press that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and you find it helpful. I know that I haven't been doing a DIYs or how-tos for a while now, but I would like to get back on that and kind of help you guys along the way. But I'm pretty sure all of you guys could relate, or most of you guys could relate to this problem. So what I have is a JDM headlight that I have right here. As you can see from the title, this is going to be plastic welding. I know that having this kind of headlight is very notorious for these tabs breaking off because it's very fragile if you're not careful. We have a very nice set here of JDM 8 headlights, which the tab broke off. We're gonna try to weld this back together. Now, what I mean by weld, we're not gonna be using a TIG welder. We're not gonna be using one of those machines or whatnot. It's gonna be plastic weld, guys. So this is actually gonna be my first attempt trying to do this. I've seen a lot of other videos that tried doing it and it turned out pretty well. So I'm gonna give it a shot and I'm gonna show you guys my results and see how you feel about it. So I already told the customer about this, that yeah, the tab broke and they are perfectly fine with me going through with the process. So guys, the materials that I'm gonna be using to do this job is right here. So I'm gonna be using the welder soldering iron right here. I'll leave the link down below, guys, where to buy this so it can be easily accessible for you. Now, the only thing that I found in my garage were this color zip ties. Again, I prefer black because you're gonna be welding on a black plastic. But unfortunately I do not have black, so I'm just gonna fill the gaps. This military green zip tie right here. And some steel wool for reinforcement. Again, this is going to be optional later on if you choose to, but I highly recommend this because it's going to add some strength to the bond. So take a look at this, guys. When I try to fit this right here, you can see that there are some gaps. So those voids we're going to try to fill in with the zip tie. First off, let's get this soldering iron, let's hook it up and let's get it heated. All plugged in, and what's cool about this soldering iron is that it comes with these LED lights built in so that you can see what you're doing. So again, this is the welder soldering iron. You can check out the link down below and I'll leave everything that you need down below. You just click the link and yeah, this should be pretty cheap. This is about 30 to 40 bucks on Amazon, so go check it out, guys. It's pretty awesome. So be very careful. I can already smell it heating up. You have a little base that you can set it right here when you're not using it. Make sure you do not touch that tip. That tip is super hot, so just be very careful. That thing is hot. I can already see the smoke coming out. As much as possible, I try to do this in a well-ventilated area, guys. Again, this is my garage, pretty small. Try to do it in an open area. So guys, the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tack weld it. I'm gonna put some welds right here on each corner just to hold it in place. So make sure that your tab is properly aligned and it's where you want it to be. And we're gonna tack weld some anchor points so that when we're doing the rest of this thing, it does not move. Okay, so you could already see how much it melts it. So you don't want to press onto it too hard. You just kind of want to feather it in. This thing, if you leave it on, this thing will melt right through the plastic. So just be very careful, guys. There we go. If you look right here, right there, I put some tacks on the left and the right. Again, you don't want to keep your soldering iron longer than what you need because this thing will melt right through the tab. So remember, guys, when I told you that there were some gaps, you could see the light through on these things. If I put my finger there, you can kind of see my finger going through those that crack right there. Now those are the cracks that we're gonna fill in with the zip tie. Now again, I recommend using the black, and unfortunately I don't have a black zip tie right now, but if you do, make it match the color. But in this case, I'm just going to be using this just so I can show you this for instructional purposes, okay? Or you can just use a thin piece of plastic anywhere. It doesn't have to be a zip tie. Now I'm just touching the zip tie and filling in those gaps, just like that. So again guys, once you fill that in, what I recommend is you going like a little deep into the plastic and then running your soldering iron across. And that way you can penetrate deep into the tab and inside the plastic and weld the insides of that, then work your way out. So this one I'm applying a little bit of pressure deep into the plastic and ran my soldering iron across. Just like that, so that we can get inside and get a deeper connection right there. So same thing I'm gonna do on the other side right here. I'm gonna go deep a little bit and then run it across. No, you don't, because if you just go on the very top surface, you won't have a strong connection. So there you go. I just did some deep passes. So I run my soldering iron a little bit deep and then run it across like that. We're doing a Frankenstein stitch over, across, over, across. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And now those holes I'm gonna try to fill in with the zip tie. So there's really nothing to this, guys. It's fairly easy. I mean, if you look right here, you can already tell that I'm moving it. It's already starting to bond really well, and this is just the top part. And again, having this LED light built into this soldering iron helps a ton. So again, at the beginning, don't worry about it if you got so many things sticking out, because later on we're gonna go and sand this. I mean, you can go like this to smooth it out. Call it the panning method. When you're not using it, put your soldering iron on the base at the back, and you can see that there are gaps right there. I'm going to use a little bit of steel wool to put in there as reinforcements, just like as you're working with fiberglass and you're running it across, overlapping each other. It's kind of like the same way. You can use copper wire or steel wire, whatever, but in this case I'm going to be using steel wool just so that I can add extra reinforcement. You don't need much, just place it over the tab right there, just like that. And once the soldering iron touches the steel wool right here, the steel wool will conduct the heat and it will melt right into it. So before we do that, I want to try to fill in the gaps with my zip tie. So notice how I'm just running it across. Right after I run it, I move right across. And I'm gonna embed the steel wool right inside that channel and then close it up with more plastic. And what you're doing pretty much is you are melting that steel wool and embedding it right to the plastic. So take your time and don't linger in one spot too long. So it looks like I feathered it pretty well. If I shine my light right there, boom. Now again, don't worry about the cosmetic right now because we'll sand it over later to smoothen it out with some sandpaper. So this time I'm doing the same thing to the front. I'm going to be adding some steel wool reinforcement. Now to clean off that excess stuff from your soldering iron, I just kind of just rub it all across the base right there. This thing is very intact and very strong. just like stock. All right, guys, it is 100% effective and works really well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start sanding this to smoothen it out. Covered the face of the headlight so that I don't accidentally scratch it, and I'm just gonna go over this and feather it in with right now I'm using a 320 grit sandpaper. So I'm gonna smooth out and take out all the imperfections. After you sand it, you feel it that it's all nice and smooth. Now what you can do now is wipe this up with some isopropyl alcohol, clean it up, and then it looks like it's pretty much primered anyways. It is going to be in the back so it won't be seen. You can just spray it and make it blend in with the black plastic right there. To prove to you that this thing is holding up this headlight right here, because it already has a ballast on there, has bulbs and everything already complete. This whole thing is 15 pounds. So that is pretty heavy, 15 to 20 pounds. Now what we're gonna do is test it. So I'm gonna lift this up with this tab and show you how strong this weld is. All right, guys, so here we go. There we have it. Lifted on that tab, and it is there and locked. Proves that this thing is super effective, and I highly recommend it, guys. I hope you find this video very helpful. There are a lot of you guys out there that have headlights similar to like this, not even just for the Evo, but have broken tabs. And I just want to show you that a very easy and effective way to fix that broken tab or any chips that you might have onto your taillights, your headlights, or any even household plastic items that you want to fix. This proves to be a very effective way. And another way that you can use also is use a JB Weld plastic bonder right here. And I'll leave the link down below if you want to do it, try it this way. But for something like this that's gonna hold some weight and keep this in place on your car, I highly recommend doing it onto the soldering iron route. I hope you guys found this very helpful. If you found it very helpful, please hit that like button, guys, and comment down below what you think of this method. So make sure you guys press that subscribe button down below so you guys can be further in touch and in tune with what's going on with my Evo build, and for more DIYs that I can help you guys around your car or any fixes like that. Alright, guys, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.